what makes Lynnwood a city of purpose. Throughout Lynnwood, our community members are using their purpose to encourage and inspire remarkable change. One of those individuals is Olympia Edwards. Olympia is the CEO of Project Girl Mentoring Program. Olympia is a community builder who exudes passion and a true heart for fostering the advancement of young women of color to make positive life choices and maximize their true and authentic potential. I've invited Olympia to join me this morning to share with us the importance of youth mentorship, what purpose means to her, and to impart on us what we can do to empower the next generation of leaders and community caretakers. Please join me in welcoming Olympia to the podium.
Hello. First of all, I want to say thank you to Ms. Mayor Frizzell for inviting me. I appreciate you acknowledging us. It's an honor to really be here in front of you all and stand before a city that is actively working towards a future where all young women feel empowered, supported, and seen. Leadership like Ms. Frizzell makes a difference in ensuring that our communities remain a place of opportunity, growth, and equality. I also want to acknowledge each of you leaders, educators, parents, and advocates who are here today because you believe in the power of community. Your presence is a testimony to the ideal that change doesn't happen in isolation. It happens together, and it happens when we show up and invest in a generation that we build pathways for. Now let me share something personal with you. Speaking all to you today is a moment I thought I would never happen before because I actually felt public speaking twice in college. I remember that day clearly. I stood in front of my peers, very much a smaller class size than this, overwhelmed with my nerves, stumbling over my words, feeling like I just wasn't good enough. I walked away from that experience convinced that public speaking wasn't for me and that it wasn't meant for me to be a leader in my community or to even use my voice in public spaces. But what I didn't realize then was that failure wasn't the end of my story. It was actually the beginning of my purpose. And that failure didn't define me. Instead, it redirected me. It showed me that passion wasn't about perfect speeches. It wasn't about perfect, polished delivery. It was about growing up as a person and using my own skill set. It was about using my voice to uplift others, to create a space where young women, especially young women of color, felt seen, they felt heard, they felt valued. And that is what brought me here today. Not perfection, but purpose. Not a failure, a fear of failure, but a commitment to showing up anyway. And for the young women in our community who need to see that this is possible, when they push past all their doubt, when they lean into who they're meant to be, this is why this theme on purpose is so personal to me. Because empowerment isn't just about something that we talk about. It is something that we intend to live out every single day with purpose. So when we talk about empowering young women, we're not just talking about giving them confidence. We're talking about equipping them with real opportunities. We're talking about ensuring them that they have access to quality education, leadership development, financial literacy, mental health support, and a strong community that believes in them. And let's be real, many young women, especially those in Livingston-Homebush County and communities of color, don't always have those access to those opportunities. There are systematic barriers that make it harder for them to see their own potential. And this is why we have to be intentional about breaking down these barriers and creating a culture of belonging. One thing I know for sure is that no one thrives alone. Think about a time in your own life when someone helped you, when someone mentored you, when someone opened a door for you. Maybe it was your teacher who saw your potential before you even did. Maybe it was your boss who gave you your first leadership opportunity. Maybe it was your mentor who reminded you that your voice actually really did matter. Now imagine if every young woman, every young person had that same type of consistent support. Imagine the accomplishments possible if we created a network of strong, empowered women. And better yet, strong, empowered people. That's the strength of community. And that's the power of showing up for each other. And it's the foundation of the work that we're doing here, right here in Lynnwood and in Snohomish County all together. And this is exactly what we do at Project Girl. We create spaces for young women of color to step into their confidence, break barriers, and connect with mentors who see their potential even when they don't see it themselves yet. We don't just talk about mentorship. We don't just talk about empowerment. We actually live it throughout the whole time. Through our partnerships with local leaders and organizations serving communities of color, we are expanding opportunities and providing them access to clear pathways, educational resources, and mental health support. We are ensuring that no young woman is left behind. We also want to make sure that they are seen and heard and given the necessary tools to navigate spaces that weren't designed for them. Because representation matters, access matters, equality matters. And when we invest in young women, we're investing in the future of our entire community. But here's the thing. This work isn't just about one organization, one school, one person. It's about all of us. We need more mentorship programs. We need more career building opportunities. We need more community involvement. And that means we all have a role to play. Wherever you're a business owner, an educator, a community leader, or a parent, ask yourself, how am I actively helping to empower the next generation? So here's my call to action for you. I'm asking for each of you to be intentional about creating opportunities for young people to succeed. Whether it's through advocacy, education, or simply showing up, your involvement matters. Imagine a world where every young person, regardless of their background, has the tools, confidence, and support necessary to be up here on this stage. In Lynnwood, we can do this. Because when we empower young women and young people, we don't just give them a chance to change their lives, we give them a chance to change Lynnwood for the better, to change Snohomish County for the better. And when we do that, we encourage the world. I want to take a moment to pause and have the staff of Project Girl to stand up, because these are the leaders who are changing the community. You see them out in events. You see them out in events, and they're doing the work behind the scenes. And a lot of times people see me, but they don't get to see the people who stay up late, who taking kids home at 7 or 8 o'clock at nighttime to make sure they're safe. These are the people, these are the women who are on purpose and doing the job. Thank you again, Mayor Frizzell, for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Olympia, for your message, reminding us of the power of showing up. It's good to sit at home and think about all the things we could do or be busy doing things and say, if I only had 5 minutes, if I only had 10 minutes, if I only.